CanCare has touched the lives of thousands of people living with cancer through the support of trained volunteers like you who have survived the same diagnosis. You know the fear of being told you have cancer and the joy of surviving the journey.
My overriding concern was, oh my gosh, I can't leave my children. They need and deserve a mom. I think that was the worst part of learning the diagnosis.
You start thinking no one can love a child like your mother can, like their mother can. And that was the biggest thing when I was diagnosed. My daughter was 6 weeks old and my son was 3. I think it's been healing for me to be a volunteer when so many helped me when I was sick. They match you up and they try and find the exact match that will work for you, and it's almost an immediate click, immediate bond.
It was wonderful to have a CanCare volunteer whose sole mission was to listen to me talk about all of the feelings that I was going through, knowing there was someone out there that had survived. It was that little bit of hope and then knowing that help was coming.
The power of hope does great things for people. I'm a living example of that. I was only supposed to survive for 2 years, and it's been 15 years since I was diagnosed. And it was a life-changing event when I was introduced to CanCare and had a CanCare buddy and saw that there was a possibility of survivorship. Despite all my training as a physician who treats cancer patients, nothing prepares you for being diagnosed with cancer, especially when you've got family that you want to be there for. And it was very important for me to speak to somebody who had my diagnosis. I believe that it enhances the patient's communication skills with the doctor. I think that would be very reassuring to any physician.
There's an incredible degree of respect for the mission of CanCare. It really helps patients through one of the most emotionally trying things that any single human being can go through. Methodist patients benefit a great deal.
I've had several nurses tell me in the past, we can treat the cancer, but you've walked down that path and you're a survivor. As soon as you walk in, you're giving that patient hope. We're there to introduce CanCare to our patients. We're there as the bridge, asking them if they would like a CanCare volunteer. And what we want to do is tell them that you will be matched with someone that has the same type of cancer, the same age, gender, someone that understands the whole rim of it. All CanCare volunteers go through a 17-hour program. And then on top of that, we have hospital training.
Without that training and education, they would not be nearly as effective. CanCare is deeply respected and valued in the medical community. Memorial Hermann Health System has been a longtime supporter and user of the CanCare services. We can take care of the body. CanCare is our partner in taking care of the spirit and the mind.
CanCare has a great reputation in the faith community. It's done a really wonderful job of linking with a lot of different congregations. To be able to rely on specialists like CanCare is a huge benefit to a local congregation.
I can't imagine CanCare being the quality it is and the service it provides without being a faith-based organization. I've gone through quite a bit, and I can't imagine having gone through it, both myself or my wife, without the tremendous support that we've had from the church and also individuals within CanCare itself.
Cancer is disruptive to everything in a person's life. Listen for the challenges your client is experiencing at work and at home. You'll find the support you provide will be an important comfort for friends, family, and even coworkers.
You know, in many ways, you feel like you would rather have this happen to you than your spouse. It's a burden that, quite frankly, overwhelmed me at some point. And what was beautiful about CanCare is that they took a lot of that burden off of me, because these are people who've been through this and understand it.
Support from friends and family obviously is so critical, but the support from a CanCare volunteer has been really immeasurable for me. Randall's has been a corporate partner with CanCare for many years. As a senior officer of the company, it really means a lot to me that it is something that we use as part of our benefit toolbox. But going through the cancer experience myself, it really has brought it home to me that this is such an invaluable service.
Great job. Okay, what did the volunteer do well? Yes.
He helped him understand what he was most afraid of.
Cancer is such a dark word. When you first hear it, you are so scared. And I've seen our volunteers take that fear and turn it into hope.
They have an obstacle, they have a mountain in front of them, and I can help them overcome that. Cancer is like crossing over a bridge, and I can meet them on that bridge and help them over to let them see that, look, you can get through this.
We are so glad to have you as part of the CanCare team. Welcome. Carrie?
I just can't thank you enough for the time that you invested in my life, because it made a profound difference. I don't think really, honestly, that I would have come out as triumphantly as I did to this point had I not had somebody there that just really understood it like you.